All right, let's go. Hey guys, hope you're well. I've got my good client and friend here, Caleb, in whereabouts in the US again, mate? Louise?
I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Indianapolis, that's the one, brother. And he's going to tell us a little bit about his experience in the YCBA Academy. He only had 8 weeks due to some issues, but smashed it during those 8 weeks. Caleb, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name's Caleb Clayman. I was in coach's 16-week program. About half of the time I had to exit due to unforeseen circumstances. Mm-hmm. But what I'll tell you is that in the 8 weeks that I was in the program, he taught me everything I needed to do to be able to take control of my health. He taught me nutrition, he taught me stretching, he taught me different ways of lifting, how to lift for some strength, how to really gauge what I'm gonna say, my target weights based on reps. Mm-hmm. He worked with me on my technique. Just a excellent experience for me. Also helped me with supplementation. So in the 8 weeks that I worked out with him, I lost 40 pounds of fat. I gained, I think maybe 18 pounds of muscle. And then I know that I lost 10 centimeters on my waist in that time period. After the 8 weeks were complete, I got switched to night shift on my job. And it kind of threw my whole routine off. I started gaining back some weight. Mm-hmm. Things were tracking, opposite what I hoped for. Mm. But I actually reached back out to coach. He gave me a few pointers. I was able to get everything turned back around. And I would say from the time period of like July, middle of July through the middle of September, I've been able to get 32 pounds of fat off of my body. And I've added on another 17 pounds in that time period. And it's all due to the knowledge that I've acquired from working with him.
Thank you, man. I'm so happy to hear that you've kept it going, even when we had to stop, that you've learned so much from the program. And the first few weeks, I've got to say with you, were really fast results, right? Really fast. The stomach dropped, I don't know how much centimeters, but the photos were amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. You've done really well, Caleb. You listen to everything I say, you implement it, and you work hard, man. So that's why you get such great results. So let's take a step way back here, brother. So let's ask the question. So where were you at the time of your life when you started working with me? Sort of where were you when you started? What was going on? How was your fitness, and what was going on in your life?
I was working a lot of hours, mm-hmm. Married, 3 kids, just busy. And it seems like you always put your health as your last priority. I saw some advertisements and some testimonials of people that had worked with Coach Brun. So I reached out to him because just the results that I've seen, and I was ready to make a change. And I spoke with him. The vibe was good. I felt like he was a worthy leader, someone that I could learn from. So I went ahead and made the commitment.
Thanks, man. And that was pretty much my next question. Like, what was the ultimate decision to join? Why did you decide to join?
Well, you have competed and won on some pretty large stages. When I joined, the Facebook group, there were plenty of men in there who were getting results. And, I was a high school quality athlete.
Yep.
And just football, with the basic knowledge that I had, it was evident that you understood supplementation It was evident that you had a really good plan for my nutrition, and the way that you attacked my body through the regimens that you were giving and suggesting. I knew that I was going to get results if I was able to just follow your instructions. And really, that's what I needed. I didn't want to have to think about anything. I just needed someone who could, Caleb, do this and get the results. And that's exactly what happened when I started working with you.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And I think you really pushed those workouts. You really enjoyed those workouts, right? Because you just they're quite I think the first program was quite big. I gave you a first program, but I wanted to gauge how long that took you and stuff. And I was a bit worried it might take too long, but you were like, man, I'm loving it. I'm getting through it. So yeah, your work ethic's amazing, man. So no, you've done really well. Is there anything you were skeptical about before joining, or anything you were worried about before you got started with the program or anything like that?
For me, I'm always cost conscious. But I felt like the agreement that we made was a fair agreement. And also, if you want to have something you never had, you got to do something you never done. And I believe that I was talking with a professional. And maybe that's really what the skepticism was, is I was trying to vet you to make sure that I was going to get a return back on the investment I was making.
Yeah.
But you quickly showed yourself strong.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we figured it out for you. We found a good solution for you. And ultimately, I think what we did is we pushed it a little bit further than 16 weeks, didn't we? I think the ultimate goal was, let's go a little bit further, because you may be worried that it might take a little bit longer or something like that. So we figured something out for you that would work, that would really work. But yeah, the financial side of things, it's a real thing, right? So people need to be, you're investing into your health. And it's another thing. People, they pay for, the movies, and they pay for stuff like that. But then the health takes a million steps back, So when you put your priorities to the surface, then there's always just a small commitment to get good information and get good coaching, isn't it?
Yeah, and you want to know something? I wouldn't change a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Having gone through 8 weeks with you, and then one of the things that you promised me up front was that you were going to teach me everything I needed to know to be able to do it on my own. And I don't think it's abnormal for someone to maybe go through some challenges, switching shifts, to going from day shift to working night shift.
Yep.
But when I gathered myself, I reached out to you. You were still you're still my coach.
And brother, still am, yeah.
And I was able to fly solo, so great experience.
Absolutely, man. And it really shows that just in that 8 weeks of instilling those small habits have set you up for life, pretty much, right? So that's awesome. Okay, that's awesome, brother. Okay, so let's talk about those results, man. What kind of results did you achieve with the time with me, and even what kind of results are you achieving right now?
Well, I know the time with you, I was able to cut 40 pounds of fat.
Yep.
And that's hardcore fat from
a lot in 2 months.
Yeah. From an in-body scale, that's what I was kind of using.
Yeah.
I know that I was losing massive centimeters. I wish I could show you the picture of my belly. And
we will. We'll get the before and after shots later, brother. They're going to be out there. We'll get that.
Yeah. Cut a lot of fat off, or a lot of circumference around the waist.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I've continued on with, a low carb diet. I guess you say keto. I'm continuing with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working out, with the same intensity, and diversifying what I'm way you taught me to. You know, you kind of moving my program every 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Just keep the muscles confused. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And
Good.
I'm just ripping and reapplying everything you taught me.
Good. Love it, man. Awesome, brother. Awesome. You're killing it. And you still got amazing results to come, man, I'm sure. What do you think is the best piece of advice through the whole program, Caleb? Was it nutrition? Was it the exercises? What do you think it was, man?
Wow. The best piece of advice. There are so many nuggets that you gave me.
Nuggets.
I think that I would say for me, the things that matter the most, the meal plans that you provided were not boring. They were tasty and they were functional for my lifestyle. You know, I think I had a, you know, my experience lifting weights as a young man playing football. It was all about just lifting as much weight as I possibly could. And now, you know, I'm not 40 years old. I think that you kind of provided me with some balance, like, hey, if your max repetition is 10 and you can do 15, just go up and weight.
Do more reps,
yeah, just challenging me to kind of find a weight that I can manage safely, but without putting too much weight on myself, or, you know, not getting the right amount of time under tension. You know.
That's it.
So
yeah. Cool, man. So it sounds like it was a mixed bag between the good, easy, healthy, tasty options nutrition wise, and the programming, and you know, and changing what you've been doing for so long into a more sustainable workout, which is basically, you know, basically not going too heavy anymore, because like you said, you're not 20 anymore, stuff like that, because you can still get amazing results.
And all the compound lifts you had me doing.
Yeah, a lot of compound,
you know, the squat curls and all, like, that was a game changer for my whole body. And I think it really helped my core. I would say that my core, you know, I had a surgery, I don't know, just over 10 years ago now. My core is the strongest it's been ever since.
Good.
And I attribute that to the strategies that you gave me in the workouts.
Awesome, brother. Awesome, man. That's great, man. Cool. All right. And finally, Caleb, is there anyone in particular, or any type of person maybe watching today that you would recommend for this program, or anyone that's sitting on the fence going, you know, watching this, anyone you'd recommend?
You know what? Anybody that wants to get results, anyone that's ready to commit, anyone who wants a trusted resource, look no further.
Love it, man. Love it, man. Thanks for sharing your story, bro. Thanks for all the nice words. And you know, the biggest thing I'm so happy about, because we had a bit of a short stint, was that just from the 8 weeks that you're killing it, right? And you literally have what you need to keep going as well. But I'm sure we're going to jump back on a proper coaching terms at some stage. Yeah, whoop your ass a bit more. We didn't mention that. You know, I'm always there to whoop your ass. Yeah, so in a good way. Awesome, Caleb. Listen, thanks for sharing your story, buddy. Much appreciated.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Caleb.